Hello everyone, in today's video I will give you a complete beginner's guide on the productive bees mod in Minecraft. Essentially what this mod does is allow you to breed bees that can then give you different resources, even up to diamonds and more. Dan dit begrip te deke set. So, let's start with the basics and I'll show you everything you need to know. Okay, so the first thing we will want to do is find the beehive that contains honey, and from there we will place a campfire underneath and use our shears. We will right click on it, and if there is the little honey icon, so it would be a kind of golden yellow here, then the honeycombs should come out. And you want to be able to collect that to make yourself a hive, an advanced hive. And to make the advanced oak hive, you will need oak planks, 2 honeycombs, a hive, a type of campfire, actually more oak planks, and then shears. Here we have that. We will place it and right click on it to open it. Now the difference with this one is that you will be able to see how many bees are inside the hive. We will also be able to see how many honeycombs are in there, and there will be a section here to bottle the honey. Now you can also get an oak expansion box, and when you place it on the hive, it allows you to put 5 bees inside instead of the usual 3. The next thing I recommend you get is a bee cage. And that's because you can approach the bees with it, you can right click on them, and if they are not in a block, you can pick them up and they are now inside this cage. And this will allow you to transfer them very easily. So I can go to the cage I just built and I can put them inside like that. And if you go to the bee cage or the bee cage hive and right click on it, it will set the bees home like this. So I can go ahead and do that and it will be the bees home from now on. Now that we know the basics, the next thing to do is to determine which resources we want our bees to produce for us. And you may have noticed while walking around the map that there are beehives hidden in objects. So you might find them disguised is in a tree. So next time you take a walk, look for that and I will tell you why. If you go to the JEI, the JOHUI, you can see all the different types you can get. So you have stone, gravel, snow. There are so many here. So take a look. It will also show you the crafting recipes for each of them, allowing you to make them. Each different nest has the potential to spawn its own type of bee, but it must meet its conditions. Now, the way to do this is to go here, click here, there's a little eye here and it will tell you. Bees native to desert biomes are attracted to this nest. So basically, you need to place it in a desert biome. So whatever it says, you need to do it. And now, once you have placed it in the right spot, you can right click on it with honey treats and this will allow a bee to appear. So I'm just going to click several times and this will reduce the time until a bee comes out. And there we go. The bee is now out from that. So this is where the magic happens. Once one of the bees leaves the hive, here what we can do is capture it in a bee cage as we discussed earlier, and we can move it to one of our advanced hives. And this will allow us to start breeding. You just need to go to the hive, right click while holding the mage key, and it will appear, and this will now be its home. Now that we have assigned this bee to this hive, it will start producing its resource. In Scary 2 and Day C and Day 2, it will be the oak, and it will also produce honey at the same time. Now it will produce the resource in the form of a comb, so it will produce a honeycomb with oak. Now once we have the honeycomb, we can go to a centrifuge. We can make one and we can put the honeycomb here, and it will essentially transform it into a resource. So I put a blazing comb in there and it will now transform into its resource. And there you go, we have wax. Now keep in mind that for each honeycomb you get, or each comb, what you get will have a different chance of producing the resource you want. You can go to the GUI here, find the thing you want to make, press U on it, go to the centrifuge, and it will tell you the percentage chance. So it has a 30% chance of giving you 1 to 2 prosperity shards for each prosper biome as done either a tonsum. So that's good to know. You're probably wondering now how to get a specific type of bees, and the best way to do that is to go into your JEI menu and look at all the different bees here and find the ones you want. Let's say we want to get coal. We can click on the coal bee and it will show us the breeding recipe to obtain a coal bee. Alternatively, if you go to another type of bee that can be found, you should click on it and it will tell you the location. So to acquire this bee, check the crafting recipe for its spawn egg. So go ahead and do that and it will tell you how to get it in the wild. So how do you get a specific type of bee? You have to breed them. Well, what you want to do is bring the two types of bees into some sort of enclosure like this, and you want to click on them with flowers. You will see the love hearts, and they will breed, and after a while you should see the type of bee. So I just created a lapis bee, and you can see that at first it is very small, so be careful not to lose it. And the tar and enke formed of some that. And now if you press E, go to your quest book, you will see here that there are a ton of different quests you can follow. I recommend doing this to get each different type of bee. So it starts here by teaching you how to make honey treats. It shows you the advanced hives we looked at. This gives you some of the honey ray capture devices. Then it moves on to making all the different types of resources, all the different types of hives, as well as the few different upgrades. So you can see here that there are many different upgrades that do many different things. You have speed and teleportation. So they take a look at all these different upgrades as they will help you along the way. Now, if you want me to do a second part or more in detailed guide or an advanced guide on productive bees, let me know below and I will do it for you. But that's essentially all you need to know. So if you enjoyed this video and found it useful, make sure to like it, subscribe and comment below that this video helped you so that others can see the same video and get the same good advice and learn how to use this mod pack.